What's going on, everybody? I am Caroline Fenton from Yahoo Sports, joined by Alyssa Thomas of the Phoenix Mercury, the triple double queen herself, who was always generous with her time, but even more so generous now because she is joining us in the middle of a playoff run. You are fresh off of two games in Minnesota in the semifinals. Your team split games with the Lynx in Minnesota. Now you're turning around back in Phoenix. It was a massive second half surge, down 16 at the half in game two. You and your team found a way to win it. What do you feel like you learned about your team in that second half and finding a way to win?
Yeah, just how resilient that we were. Most teams, would give up, just, chop it up, go to the next game, knowing that it was a series. But yeah, we just found a way to win. We stuck together and just grinded out there and we're able to come out with a very hard fought win.
And how does your mindset change, if at all, in the postseason? Like you said, it could be very easy on a game that feels kind of meaningless in the middle of the season to just say, okay, we'll wash our hands of this one and move on. How does your mindset change in the postseason?
Yeah, I think early on in your career, you just don't know what to expect from playoffs. But as you go through multiple playoffs, different types of scenarios, you know that every moment is important. Everyone's playing their best basketball. You know what to expect from teams, but at that point, it's just who's going to make more shots.
And that experience in the postseason, you're a veteran in this league. You've accomplished a lot in this league. You've been to do two WNBA finals. You've been to four more semis. What makes it so difficult to advance in the playoffs in this league and ultimately win a championship in this league?
Yeah, I mean, see teams that have the same teams that are been at it for, a few years, but it just really comes down to whether or not it's your time to win it. Matchups of who you're gonna have in the series. Just over the years playing in playoffs, whether it's been single game eliminations, the two home games, one away game. Every year is different. Every matchup is different, and you just got to come at it that you got to go out there and give everything you have so that it's not your last.
Every year is different. This year is specifically different for you. You
Yeah.
spent your entire career in Connecticut until this season in Phoenix, and you've had a historic season. What made the difference for you? What about Phoenix has made this season possible for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was just perfect timing for me. Just like you said, I was at Connecticut going at it for so long, trying to win a championship there. And coming here was just a fresh start for me. And it's been amazing. The way that they invest in the team and take care of us. This is probably the best I felt in a playoff run in a long time. So it's just a lot of fun here. They've surrounded me with shooters. They make my job easy with the players like Ka, DB, Sammy. It's just been an easy transition for me.
Clutch shot from Sammy in game two.
Super
I
clutch.
was it was so clutch. You said you feel great this postseason. What is that? Is that physically, mentally? Why do you feel different and better this postseason?
Both. Physically, I mean, we have this beautiful facility here, medical staff that, they go above and beyond to make sure our bodies are in tip-top shape. And just from our coaching staff and the way that they prepare us, and they're smart with, how we prepare for these games and, not being on our feet as much. So it's just really been a match made in heaven. You don't know what you don't know until you go out there and explore. And for me, I've just learned a lot this season. Even being in my 12th year in the W, it's just been a great transition for me.
And I love to hear that it's been a great transition for you. And I do always believe that sometimes it takes that experience and knocking on the door of a championship to finally break through. You just mentioned all of those pieces of this team that has made your run so far so special. Does it feel like it's championship or bust this year?
I wouldn't say bust, but I think, we believe in ourselves here and what we're capable of. I know a lot of people don't count us in to win a championship, but we've gone through a lot of adversity this year with early on with injuries, and our second half wasn't as great as our first half, but most of it was just gaining chemistry when we hadn't had our full roster all year to really play like other teams have. So I think we just believe in each other and know that we can make this final push and win it. And I think our game two in Minnesota just prove what we're all about.
You mentioned, people kind of counting you out. What does that do for you personally, or the locker room as a whole, hearing people count your team out?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something that I've dealt with my whole career. I think people have always underestimated me or, counted me out, and I love it. I mean, it just fuels me even more. So I appreciate when they don't pick us because, that's just added fuel, added motivation, and we know the type of people we have in this locker room. We have people that have won championships, so we just continue to stay our course and do what we do.
I think that's what makes watching your game so fun, because you approach it with a certain level of swagger and a certain, sense and level of confidence. Kind of saw that in game two come out a little bit between you and Napheesa Collier going at it. Like to share anything, any words that you guys were exchanging?
No, 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 nothing, nothing of importance.
Who is the best trash talker in the W?
Oh, I mean, they voted me to be that one, but
It,
yeah, I would keep that title. I definitely know what to say in different moments.
is that a title that you wear proudly?
It's just I just feel like it comes with me. It's just when I'm a different person off the court, but when we step in those lines, it's just a part of me, my aura, like just the swagger of it all.
Embrace it all.
Oh, I
It's what
do for
makes
sure.
you, as you should, as you
Yeah.
should. I think that game two was a perfect example of the level of physicality that so many coaches in this league have been calling out really all season long, but specifically in the postseason. Do you feel that? Do you feel like that level of physicality is ratcheted up even more in the postseason?
I mean, I feel like people just play physical with me in general. I'm a physical player as well. I feel like if you've been through playoffs, that's just how it is. Early on in the season, they might have called these fouls, but now come playoff time, it's a free for all. You got to fight for, to win a championship. So I embrace it. I love it, and I know just what you have to anticipate when it's playoff time.
It's the playoffs, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to come ready to bring it.
Exactly.
And it's not just that change in the postseason, also just so many changes in this league, so much more viewership, attendance is up, so much more investment into this league now than ever before. Do you feel that as well?
Yeah, I definitely feel that. I mean, just I think the league has come such a long way from when I entered the league and, just the fans, just the teams itself and the investments that we've had. Now games, I mean, these gyms are rocking now. I think, Golden State, they did a great job as a first year team to come in and to play in an NBA environment. It's just exciting to see where the league is headed. It's only going to continue to grow from here with, more and more new teams. I'm just excited and I love the environment to play in.
You're excited. I'm excited. I think so many fans of this league are excited about the potential and how the ceiling just raises every single year. But that also comes with more for you as the players. And that's been a big fight for you in the new CBA and the WNBPA. How have the discussions been? What's the latest on the conversation of the next CBA?
Yeah, I mean, I think in years past in CBAs, the league really had the upper hand in everything. And, now that we have the momentum, the time is now. We want what we deserve. We've been working hard for a long time, and it's time to pay us what we deserve. And, more and more facilities are gaining more things. We're becoming the same level as the NBA. And, we're not saying that we want to be paid millions and millions of dollars, but it's time to pay us what we deserve. I mean, we've been working hard for a long time, playing dual seasons, whether it was overseas, and now we have a league like unrivaled. So it's just exciting. I mean, worked really hard our whole careers, and now it's time to, get what we deserve.
What would you say to people that would maybe push back on that?
Yeah, it's funny, I think you don't know unless you're in it. You don't know what we go through from a daily basis. When I got in the league, we had roommates on the road where we had to, share a hotel room. I'm 22, 23, sharing a room, and just something as small as that to have your own room as an adult. I know it seems minor, but it's, just stuff like that most people don't understand, or what we do get paid. I understand, people have comments about that, but they don't know what a year-long grind of playing all year round and trying to keep your body to what it needs to be so that you can perform at the highest level.
Yeah, we're all cheering you on and to get paid what you do deserve. And
Thank you.
exciting things, hopefully, on the horizon in the WNBA, CBA negotiations. But let's talk basketball. We've got a big game 3 back at home in Phoenix, taking on the Minnesota Lynx. The series is tied. And the Lynx came into this season looking for revenge. The number one team in the league. They felt like they fell short of it. Well, they did fall short of a championship last year. I think they felt slighted. They felt shorted. They wanted to come back and take what they felt like they deserved. So, what kind of a challenge does Visa Collier, Cheryl Reeve, and that mentality pose for a team like yours trying to get to a championship as well?
Yeah, I think you hit it. Just the experience, going to the finals and losing in the finals. I mean, that's something you don't forget.
Yeah.
And wanting to get back there, they're a team that's been together. They've been playing together for a long time, and we're a very new team. But for us, it's just about staying the course, sticking together. We know what we're capable of. We knew it was going to be a tough series coming into it. They had a great season, the way that they've been playing all year, and when a game 5 series, the biggest thing is just getting one at home, knowing that you have 2 home games coming up. So, just super proud that we were able to get one on their home court, and now it's just about bringing it another level. We know that they're probably mad about game 2, and we got to be ready to play from the jump.
So many new fans in this league, and hopefully some people tuning in maybe for the first time in that game 3. When people tune in and watch the Phoenix Mercury for the first time, what do you want them to take away?
That we're a team that's just not going to go away. We're going to fight for 40 minutes. We're going to give everything that we have, and we're going to do it together.
Alyssa Thomas, you have been so generous with your time. Thank you so much for joining us, and good luck throughout the rest of the postseason.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.